I was just scrolling through my phone before bed. Nothing unusual, no red flags, until a notification popped up, iCloud restore in progress. I didn't trigger it. I hadn't backed anything up in weeks, so I tapped it. Curious, what I saw wasn't mine. At least that's what I thought. The photos were blurry at first, random, unorganized. But then I started seeing myself in places I remembered, in places I didn't. One photo showed me asleep in bed. I was on my side, mouth slightly open. The blanket was the same one I used last night. Another was me at my desk typing. Timestamped 2 weeks ago, exactly the time I was pulling an all-nighter for work. But I didn't take those, and no one lives with me. At first I thought maybe I'd been hacked, or my phone was glitched. But then came the videos, short, shaky clips, silent, taken from corners of rooms, from vents, from slightly open closets. They watched me, working, eating, walking around in my towel. Then there was one where I wasn't alone. Someone, blurry, hooded, standing just behind me in the hallway. I never turned around. I never saw them, but they were there. I checked the metadata. They were real, time-stamped, dated, located, all synced to my account. The most recent one was from earlier that evening, a photo of me on the couch watching TV, taken from behind. But the door behind me was locked. I checked every room, closets, drawers, under the bed. Nothing. Still, I couldn't sleep, so I dug deeper. I noticed a folder, hidden in the restore files, named backup.Dot. Inside were more images, not of me, of others, women, men, kids, all photographed in the same way, unaware, vulnerable, most asleep, dozens, maybe hundreds. Each had a name, an address, and a status. Some said archived, some said active, and mine said live. That's when my doorbell rang. I froze. It was almost 2 a.m. I didn't move, didn't breathe, just stared at the screen. Another notification popped up, a new photo, taken seconds ago. It was me, at the window. I hadn't moved, but in the image, I was standing there, staring out. Someone was copying me, or watching from a second angle. I turned off all the lights, grabbed my phone, started recording, and that's when I noticed it. In the bottom corner of the screen, the devices section. Someone else was logged in, not a hacker. A name, iPhone, Shadow. I tried to remove it, but the screen froze. And then, another picture, taken from inside my bedroom. I wasn't in it, but the bed was still warm. Someone had just left. I ran out of the apartment, into the car. Didn't pack, didn't lock the door. I just drove. Now I'm in a motel, new phone, new number, no cloud, no backups. But last night, an envelope was slid under my door. No return address, no stamp. Inside was a printed photo. I'm asleep in this motel room,